Hi Gemini, I hope you're all doing well. Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I'm seeing something about like a revisiting from the past even. The guidance is to remain calm, so maybe this could be something like unexpected or like some type of trigger even for some of you. Let's see. Whatever this is, you want to think it through before you make a decision or before you make a move. I'm seeing somebody here creating a plan that somebody has put the work into manifest is coming to fruition. And this can be you or it can be another person. Let's get further and see. I'm hearing proclamation. Let's just stick with one narrative so this isn't confusing. For some reason, though, this feels very cross-watcher to me. Like, somebody that you could have known is, like, planning to actually reconnect with you and doing whatever they need to make sure that this happens. But this can also be you doing that, too. But, yeah, I'm just getting, like, a strong cross-watcher vibe. I'm hearing Scorpio. So somebody wants to reconnect with you. Somebody's planning to do this. But things have ended with this person. So this may be something very short-lived even. I'm seeing too that the end that happened with this person actually helped you progress within your personal journey. Especially when it comes to understanding your power and how when you put in work consistently in hopes of creating what you want, how you see that come to fruition when those things are in alignment with your path. So yeah, there's something that it's taking time. Scorpio. It's taking time for something to happen. But the more you work and the more you invest in this and the more consistency you put in, something is coming to fruition. But this looks even like working within a transition or a big like life change even. So you can come out on the other side and like be happy about something and even understand it. And it looks like this is even related to the ending. So maybe this is a sense of acceptance and understanding like why something needed to happen, because until this, like this can be an ending, a breakup, like something that's completed, something that's finished now. Until this happened, you were kind of, I'm hearing sidelined. It's like you were on the bench from something that you were meant to grow into. And now I'm seeing that because of this ending, there's work being put in for you to transition and go through this sort of rebirth and be able to like come out on the other side. I'm hearing with the sun intact. So this is about like self-knowledge, self-understanding, expressing yourself to your fullest potential, understanding what that means for you, who that is. Because, yeah, even though you could have gone through a difficult ending, it could have also been something that was, like, keeping you more stagnant in a place where, like, there were things that were stopping you from, like, maybe growing into yourself even. There's a sense of reflecting on, like, any type of attachment that you have. Interesting, we have the Devil and the Hierophant popping out right next to each other. You could even recognize that within the relationship or the connection that you had with this person, there was something going on that was unhealthy. It can be a sense of codependency. You would notice, like, having issues pop up in other areas of your life when you were connected with this person. Like, there could have even been issues that popped up with addictions, and addictions can be anything. It doesn't just have to be substances, but it would be like issues with moderating things. And I'm seeing a sense of like looking within and reflecting, and then figuring out what's in alignment with you. I'm seeing a measuring stick here. Until you realize certain things that wouldn't allow you to progress further. This can be like even habits that you have that you're like, this isn't the healthiest habit, but I'm clinging to it because I feel comfortable within it. This is about recognizing any of these old patterns that you want to break out of and being able to do that. And you could have recognized that if you were reconnecting with someone, this could have been somebody that encouraged maybe your vices specifically. But as you break away from this person, there's a sense of going through a transition, and even feeling spirit-led is what I'm hearing. So it's like getting in touch with your spirituality in a way where it's telling you like what needs to come to an end. For some of you, this doesn't even have to be a particular person. This can mean like habits and vices, addictions, attachments, anything that you are ready to acknowledge and grow beyond. I'm hearing to change your life. For others of you, this can be a person. It can be like within your relationships, a sense of codependency on something that you recognize was out of balance. But I'm seeing like a big change that you've gone through since like having whatever connection that was or that is. It looks like on a personal level and maybe even on a spiritual level that you've gone through some big life changes or transitions, or like even internally you feel very different. And it looks too like in hindsight you're recognizing something that you moved away from as well that was not supporting your growth ultimately. This would have been like some sort of block or obstacle, and I'm seeing this be like either a thing or a person that was in your path, but it's like something energetically that's stopping you from expanding, that was stopping you from expanding. But until you recognized it as something that was holding you back, you may have not been in the place to accept that, but it looks like there was an ending that kind of changed your focus over, and it helped you to see something that you needed to see before. Because there's a sense of looking within and recognizing like what patterns need to stop, and what's also blocking you from like truly connecting with yourself and with other people in the ways that you want to, in a vulnerable way, in an intimate way. And I'm seeing like all of this changes now. I'm looking at Scorpio, the Sun, Mercury, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Maybe like waiting to make a jump or waiting to make a move, or you have to wait to go in a direction. It's like I'm seeing you know where you want to go, but you may not be able to make that move yet. something like still has to be worked out, or like something still needs to come to fruition. It looks like it's in the process of happening, but it has not happened completely yet. Okay, so now we're looking at the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. Okay, so here's that person from the past. There's a decision that you have to make. Somebody's coming through and they want to work with you or hang out with you or interact with you, but you already feel conflicted about this when they come through. This is somebody that you've already connected with before. This is not a new person. It's like, but you may also have qualms about this because of how the interaction went in the past. You have a decision to make. Definitely have memories with this person. Yeah, you're being guided to call judgment, which means like, look at this, assess it, take your time with it to figure out why this is that you feel conflicted about this. Because if this was something that was in alignment, you wouldn't be having these feelings. So feeling conflicted about something, or feeling uneasy about something, or not peaceful about something, or feeling anxious about it, that is going to tell you something that you need to know about interacting with this person. It's like sending you a message, sending you insight intuitively to be aware of. Yeah, I'm seeing even emotionally you feel conflicted about something, but you have to call judgment on it and ask yourself, okay, you have to call judgment on it. So I'm looking at the Queen of Cups, and I'm seeing this as being you here. I'm seeing the Knight of Pentacles be somebody that's coming through to like propose something or offer something to you or like try to get involved with you. It's like they're showing up, they're trying to like give you something, or they want to be involved with you. Again, this is somebody from your past. You have to call judgment on the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is somebody that may placate someone, or maybe like, okay, well, because I have feelings for them, like I may just let them through even though I still feel conflicted about this. It's somebody that can lack boundaries because of emotionally the place that they're in. So this is about understanding that if you feel conflicted about something, you need to pay attention to it, because it's telling you that something may be like adding stress, or something will add stress if it is brought into your life. It's something that's going to bring a sort of chaos into your life. And it's also going to delay you feeling a sense of stability. And I'm seeing that this is also a goal of yours, what you're working towards for yourself. So this is about like sorting through everything emotionally that you're feeling and not negating anything. Because for some of you too, like in like the dream fantasy space of you and this person, you're like, we can have this and we can have that and we can live together like happily ever after. And there's a sense of like needing to understand from the jump that there's something going on that you don't feel right about. And that is information that is not meant to be glossed over, because there could be something that you're overlooking even. Because you could have somebody be coming through that like you had been waiting to reconnect with them or been waiting for them to show up, and it's like they do, and all of a sudden like your stomach's bothering you because there's something here that you need to see or need to pay attention to. But the part of you that's like, yes, they're finally coming through again, may get like carried away because of the emotional experience and then not see the red flags that are popping up. So this is something that you want to be mindful of, because it's going to tell you something that you need to know and that you need to understand. And it looks too like you may be like letting go of some sort of dream that you have between you and this person. It seems like there's something that's not compatible between the two of you. It's like this may have been somebody that you like argued with a lot, or you didn't see eye to eye with, and there would still be things that are unresolved with this person is what I'm getting. And you're not meant to be forgetting that either. Because if these are things when it comes to like your standards, how you expect to be treated, how you expect somebody to show up, your personal beliefs and things like that, if these things are still relevant to you, they may still not be meshing with this person. There's like something that, there's some sort of big issue that is still ever lingering between you and this person when it comes to you guys interacting with one another. And it's something that makes it harder to communicate and work things out with this person. This can also be somebody that gets a bit defensive too. When you try to bring things up, it's like they don't want to take responsibility. So it makes it harder to have a level conversation with them. And that's not to say that emotions are not still there, because I'm seeing that they are, but you're being guided to still hold your boundaries regardless. Because you can only be your most compassionate self when you're setting boundaries. And if there's a lack of boundaries, it's just breeding ground for resentment and anger and all of those things. And that's not something that you want to be harboring in the heart space, because that is going to have an adverse effect on you. So yeah, if you have somebody coming back around that like you had issues with in the past, you want to be very mindful of those issues, and they're still going to need to be resolved. Because even if for like a moment in time when you get back together with this person, everything seems fine, these things are going to end up popping up again. So it's something that it has to be addressed, and it's something that is going to like overwhelm the connection so much that things will not work out if it's not addressed. And for some of you, it's not going to be able to be addressed because this person's not open to working it out. I'm looking at Pluto and Venus here. You may have a Pluto-Venus contact in your synastry with this person. You may not want to set boundaries with them because of the way that you perceive they will respond, but I'm seeing it's important. It's important for you to advocate for yourself. Otherwise, you're going to feel like you're playing in the shadow. I'm even getting the notion that, like, this person has been watching what you've been doing for yourself and building for yourself, and they're like, all right, it's time for me to step in now. That's what this looks like to me. Because the Nine of Pentacles is somebody very independent, getting things done, and I'm seeing, like, somebody observing you doing that. And somebody kind of, like, wanting to interject now, but with intentions that don't seem very pure. This looks very karmic, whatever's going on between you and this person. This is somebody... Oh, I'm hearing gaslighting. This is somebody that they may not tell you. Like, you may not be aware that they've been, like... I'm hearing stalking for some of you. Like, really keeping tabs on you. I don't know if they would go out of their way to hide this, but I'm seeing that, like, even if they have not mentioned this to you, it's like they're still talking about you. They're still, like, watching you on social media. They're still curious about you. They want to know what's going on in your life, especially for what you've done for yourself and how you're, like, building things up. But they're going to come through and let you know now. I'm seeing, you see this person? This person's been watching you. I'm seeing you be in a very independent energy. I'm hearing ground breaker, rule breaker. Whatever you've been doing, I'm seeing it be very solid. So this person that's been watching you, I'm seeing they're going to come through and message you. It looks like they want to start a new cycle with you. I don't know when exactly this is going to happen. Like, the timing is related to the Wheel of Fortune. Again, I am seeing this be karmic. And 2, with the Wheel of Fortune, this can mean it's when this person reaches out to you, it's going to have to do something with the transits. A particular transit is what I'm hearing. They definitely want to connect with you again, but I don't know if you particularly trust them. Yeah, I'm seeing you be like, I don't know about that. When the communication comes through. You have to figure out whether or not it's in alignment with what you're building for yourself. Because you may be in a place where you don't want distractions or you don't want to be held back. And if you're off the bat not feeling completely trusting of this person, you may not feel comfortable bringing them into your circle, is what I'm getting. I'm looking at Jupiter, Aries, and Saturn. This is a karmic test. I think that you already completed a cycle with this person, so you would be opening up a new cycle. I'm seeing you already feel even defensive about, like, if they're coming through asking you a bunch of questions or are curious, I'm seeing you, like, definitely have a wall up, regardless of what they're saying. And I'm getting that this is, like, very much to protect your energy, too, with them. Like, I'm seeing this as something you've made progress with, is not just, like, allowing this person to come through, ask you 21 questions, and then leave again. Yeah, so when they come through to tell you how to feel, this is also a karmic test for you not to be reactive with this person. You want to be grounded. Grounded. You don't want to be reactive. You want to sit until you feel centered and then respond from a grounded, centered space. I'm seeing this be very important for you. I'm hearing trial. Because this person may trigger you with the way that they come through. Like, this is somebody that may also bring up other people's business to you. So once you ground, you can then respond from that space. But I'm seeing, like, a lot is going to depend on how you respond to this person. And so if you are feeling, like, heightened or, like, not present in any sort of way, you want to wait until you feel present within your body. That is what grounding is about. And feeling conscious of what you're saying and how you're responding and all of that. Like, make sure you are in that space prior to communicating back and forth with this person. It looks, too, for some of you, like there's something even business related going on. Like, I don't know if you have your own business or there's something particular that you're working towards. But there could be something going on financially for you that you're not sure about yet. Like, you don't know which way something is going to go. I'm seeing there's a sense of, like, some type of decision or an answer or something. It's like on the fence and you don't know, like, which way the wind is going to blow. This can even be something with a job too. You may not be sure of whether or not you're going to get a particular job that you want. It looks like this would be like some sort of upgraded position even. Seeing a lot of masculine energy. You could have also recently completed a cycle and now you're like right out the gate, you're being tested again. It's by somebody very curious about you. For a small number of you, this is not related to the last spread. This can be a new person that's coming through asking you questions. They would not only be very curious about you and asking you a lot of questions, they would also tell you that they have feelings for you or like something emotional. But for some of you, you may not even respond because the King of Cups doesn't always respond. This may be something that you like need time to process, and for some of you, you may not be doing anything about it. If you continue focusing on your goals, putting in the work, like within your everyday life, giving it consistency, giving it your effort, being disciplined, you're going to get what you want. And for some of you, this is a connection with another person. It's the Two of Cups. So it looks like the more you are channeling your divine masculine energy, which all of us have masculine and feminine, this is about you being independent, getting things done on your own, supporting yourself financially, I'm hearing, and getting things together. You're going to be, I'm hearing activating a wish fulfillment, and I am seeing it be related to the Two of Cups. And we have the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I'm hearing foresight. I'm looking at Jupiter, Aries, and Saturn here. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing. And hold on one second. Because of you doing something independently, you may catch somebody's eye and they want to come in, but this is something that's going to, like, it's up to, like, fate when this is going to happen, I'm seeing. But this would be somebody that they may come through in a curious energy, and, like, you may not actually realize who they are, which is interesting. Like, it feels somewhat, like, anonymous, or like behind this person's identity they're like actually an emperor, but they may not present themselves in that way. This would be somebody with a piqued curiosity towards you. Okay, that is it for all, guys. We are going to leave it there, and I hope to catch all of you guys next time.